What people don't realize, my friend Judah Lazarus just came back from America, and I forgot exactly the woman who told him this, but she grew up. She was in Germany, and it's going to be very difficult to hear this, but it's the truth. She grew up in Germany, and she said that what's going on in America now is what went on in Germany before the Nazis took power. You see, a lot of fools don't realize they're not bad people. They're just naive. They don't know they don't know the dark side of life. I lived in Africa, and I'm just saying this to bring out a point. There's nothing that an African could do that would surprise me. You may say that's racist, but I was there. I saw people that basically escaped being eaten because the medicine man would have killed this girl and sold her liver to a businessman because it would have helped him with success. So this is what's going on as we speak now. I think every 5 seconds a woman is raped. This is in the black community in Africa, in South Africa. That's quote unquote the liberal, the enlightened. So cannibalism, sadism, it goes on. The Arab community is rife with it. There's slavery going on as we speak right now, an Arab trade in slavery, which they've been doing for a long time. So the idea is to understand that what's come to America, a large part due to Obama, who, according to the Egyptian newspaper, is actually part of the Muslim Brotherhood, which makes a lot of sense because he put the Muslim Brotherhood in the State Department. He put them in Egypt. He supported ISIS, which is the ideology of the Muslim Brotherhood. He supported Iran, which is, again, all these things he gave. Hamas is the Muslim Brotherhood. He gave them, $50 million and $30 million respectively after they threw rockets at Israel. It's insanity of the highest nature. And so it's very, very simple what's happening. As one Muslim, ex-Muslim, said when the Twin Towers were hit, Jihad has come to America. And the Islamic nation, the Rambam, one of our greatest sages, taught that, there was nothing that Islam really invented. I mean, the idea of God, even the idea of Jesus, which they believe in, came from someone else, right? They came from Christianity. The only thing they invented was using force, coercion, to coerce people into their way of life. That is what they believe is good. That's what they believe is true. Now, that's not to say all Muslims are evil. There are some Muslims that are not in that bracket. But certainly the ones that we see in terms of the ones that are fighting are in that bracket. Obama brought in, quote unquote, first he made a crisis in Syria, which killed over 500,000 people. Then he told us we have to take in the refugees. So he very nobly took in these people, which are anti-Semitic, they're anti-West. They believe that Islam has to take over the world. And so what we're really witnessing is just like the Nazis believed in violence, and the way they got their power was through violence and coercing everybody. These Muslims believe in violence, and they're using violence. And until we stand up and go to war with them, literally, you can expel them from the country. You should just send out a message, like, unless you support, there's no reason that anybody should be in your country if they don't support your country. We should be sending out a basic document. Do you support the right of America to exist? And if the answer is no, get them on the next boat back to Saudi Arabia, back to Syria. We don't need people like this. We don't need violence. We don't need rape. We don't need murder. And if this makes sense to you, send it around.